I'll start with Josh Dobbs, who, by the way, today it was announced that Joshua Dobbs, Chris, is the starter tomorrow, Friday versus the New York Giants. Obviously, Ben Roethlisberger is not going to play, and Landry Jones is still dealing with this, I think, abdominal injury of his. So Josh Dobbs, there you go, fanboys and girls. Woo! He's getting the start. And look, I think I speak for every Steelers fan here when I say that Dobbs is going to be one of the biggest narratives in the Steelers preseason. For a number of reasons. Number one, he's one of the new kids on the block. We're always curious to see the new faces. And number two, that guy named Ben Roethlisberger has been flirting around with that evil R word. Don't know the day or the hour or the time, but and look, I'm not even sure Ben Roethlisberger knows the day or the hour or the time. He's been pretty wishy-washy on the whole thing, saying, hey, I'm not going to commit to playing, but I certainly hope I can come back and play in 2018. So Ben, I don't even think Ben knows when he's going to retire. But what I think we do know is that the light is probably at the end of the tunnel for him. He probably does see the end of the road. And the big question here is when Ben finally does call it quits, can Josh Dobbs be the future? And I think the answer to that question is possibly yes. I mean, I don't think that's a dramatic answer to that question. I think possibly yes. It's going to depend on his development more than anything. Not only his development, but I would say the timing of his development.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean, you don't want this to go at the rate, say, Landry Jones' development did. I felt like Landry finally made that first big step like last season.
Yeah.
I think finally when we watched that Cleveland Browns game last season, we could say, holy cow, he finally did a thing. Dobbs, on the other hand, his development has got to go at a faster pace than Jones did. But look, and I really mean it when I say this, Josh Dobbs has the makings of a great NFL quarterback. He's got the size. He's got the arm. He's got the mobility. He's got the smarts and the football IQ. I mean, every tool is on the table to make this guy into a great NFL quarterback. I mean, wouldn't you kind of agree?
Yeah, I mean, physically he seems to have all the traits. But, this is where these guys, these preseason games are... Yeah, I remember the other day Kirk Cousins said something that I thought was very interesting. If you're a backup quarterback, training camp and these preseason games, these are your Super Bowls.
Yes. No, they really are.
This is where you begin to sort of get in people's minds,
Yep.
Hey, this kid can do this.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot easier to think in those terms with good performances.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially when you've got a Hall of Fame quarterback in front of you talking about retiring. And look, I think we all know Landry Jones is not the long-term solution. Nor will this guy ever be. Dobbs, on the other hand, could possibly be.
Look, he could
Keyword there was could.
Yeah, I mean, he may turn into a Landry Jones.
Oh, no, that's a very good point. Look, I'm not ready to jump the gun on the guy yet, but I will say that all of the attributes are here on the table to make this guy a great NFL quarterback. He's also reportedly had a very strong camp. He has really been turning a lot of heads at camp. That's exciting, too. But here's what I want to see out of Landry Jones this preseason. Josh Dobbs. I don't need him to be perfect, Chris. I don't need him to have a perfect passer rating. I don't need him to have a perfect completion percentage. I don't need him to go 20 of 20 for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. To me, that's an unrealistic thing to ask of him right now. I just want to see steady growth and steady improvement. I want to see him feel the pressure of a real NFL game. I want to see the timing and accuracy of his throws. I want to see his overall decision-making. That's a big thing I'll be looking at. Pocket presence, just these little things that I'm looking for. And I'll also tell you this, I want to see Josh Dobbs probably play an entire game. I don't need to see Landry Jones. Now, will Jones probably play? Yes, probably. But look, we know what we have in Landry Jones, and I think Landry Jones has kind of reached his ceiling. I think I know exactly what we have in him. Yeah. Dobbs, on the other hand, I hope we see a whole lot of him. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking for out of Dobbs this preseason.